Bro, game three? Game three was crazy. I'm sorry. Welcome back. We've been doing recaps on the finals. Had to get this out and out quickly. Game three was insane. I just watched the entire game. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. This is a team that people continue to count out over and over and over. And time again, they prove people wrong. And guess what? I'm not afraid to admit it. I was wrong. I was wrong. I had OKC winning tonight, and I had the Pacers in game four because I believe in them. I think they're a strong and good team. I just think OKC is the better team. But for the Pacers to turn the momentum of still in a game on the road and carry that into game three, winning in this type of fashion, you got to give them credit. What I love the most about this game is this was not some flash in the pan thing where they are down 25 points or whatever, then they come back in the fourth quarter and it's, oh my God, the Pacers. No, after the first quarter start from OKC, who led this game to start, where Tyrese did not look like he was ready for the moment, the Pacers got it going. Tyrese turned up. Their bench showed up. We're going to get to all of the ins and outs, breakdowns, all this stuff. But at the end of the day, this Pacers team was in this game. This Pacers team won the turnover battle. This Pacer team got the stops it needed to when it mattered most. But more importantly, they went into the fourth quarter and sustained the lead for a minute. You got to give the Indiana Pacers a lot of credit. You have to. Okay? They had 40 points in the second quarter. That's what I'm talking about. They did a lot of great things. This box score, I'm sorry, my phone literally is on right now. I don't know how to react. This game was crazy, okay? Now, if you watched the thumbnail I picked for this video, Bennedict Mathurin gets the game ball. Just like in game two, we saw Aaron Wiggins be the miracle guy for OKC off their bench. Bennedict Mathurin had his best game as a pro. And I understand, but gifted, he's had like higher points. He has not had a more meaningful game than he did last night. 27 points off the bench, 9 for 12 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. And guess what? TJ McConnell also showed up with a strong 10 points. He had a very, very good play where he scored, got the steal off the inbounds and scored again. That's a 4-point swing super quickly, and it changed the pace of the game even more. But I have to say, for me, the reason why this is the Bennedict Mathurin game is for him to look as effective as he did in 22 minutes. 27 points in 22 minutes, where he just looked like another spark plug guy that could come in, get to his shots. He was taking mid-range pull-ups and making them. He was the difference in the game. They needed a guy to come off their bench and give them some good production. He did that, and he really kept them above water with Tyrese on the floor and even without him on the floor. He was sensational tonight in so many different ways. And more importantly, he's been a guy that has had limited opportunity for a lot of this postseason run. Carlisle has not been shy about quickly pulling him if he's not playing well, but he earned his minutes tonight, and he was such a difference maker in this game. He's a huge proponent of why the Pacers are up 2-1 instead of OKC, which is so dramatic for the game four. A lot of the pressures on game four. We will be in attendance. I will be watching the game, lock into the streams because we be watching these games live, but it was an outstanding performance. Outstanding. But the unsung hero to me, before we get to like the stars and then how basically, okay, see, look, the unsung hero that's not going to get a lot of praise is Obi Toppin. I'm sorry. If you watch this game, Obi Toppin is without a doubt the unsung hero of this game. And the reason behind that is his process. Obi Toppin's process for 4 quarters of basketball was sensational. Because not only was he using his length and his that's fine. But it's the idea that he was actually looking to pass. He was making the right reads out of being a play finisher. He was making great passes, right? He did nothing but additive things to their offense. He had a big tip and dunk off of a Tyrese Haliburton and miss late that really mattered. And like Tyrese gave him credit for in the postgame, he elevated the pace of the Pacers. No pun intended. Like he really brought energy and real value in his minutes. And I don't think that is going to get as much shine because he doesn't have 20 or no, but his play in the game matters so much, regardless of what he wound up actually having. Obi Toppin had 8 points. He was a plus 18, the highest plus minus on the team. And I'm not even going off of that. Just the eye test speak to his impact, and the fact that he had the highest plus really speaks to everything he did right. He had a phenomenal 20 minutes. Didn't even make a three today, but his impact was loud. Only one assist, but again, the extra plays, how he kept the ball moving in their offense. Obi Toppin deserves a ton of credit in that play finisher role. I also would love to give Ben Shepherd some credit. He only had 4 points. He only played 18 minutes, but even then, those buckets that he scored were off the catch, close out. I'm going to create a shot off of this. It speaks to the danger of the Indiana Pacers. They are a team that can legitimately go 10 deep, and they have multiple guys that can make decisions with the basketball in their hands. Independent of Tyrese Haliburton, independent of Pascal, and role players do what? They play better at home. We saw the impact immediately right away with these guys in the lineup. And the best part about this win is this isn't some crazy game where any of them had 40 points. This was the definition of a team win. Okay, Andrew Nembhard, 3 for 5. Not a very loud game, but picked his spots. He had 5 fouls, was playing some really good defense on Shea. Had to fight through that refereeing, but he really had a big role to play in this win. So everyone, top to bottom, deserves credit. Miles Turner shot 3 for 11. And I like the shot quality on a lot of his shots. They just weren't falling, but they still found a way to win. But now we got to get to the stars on the team. Pascal Siakam, shout out to you, good sir. Because Tyrese Haliburton did not have the most efficient start to this game. He literally began with 20. So okay, he started out the game kind of slow, but then he really found his process in the second and third quarters. Pascal Siakam came out hot immediately, finished the game 8 for 14, 21 points. But Tyrese, when it was time to step up and take over the game and like really make his impact known, he did that consistently. He was a threat in every type of way. 4 for 8 from 3, 9 for 17 in the game, 22 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. He had some uncharacteristic turnovers, but his creation ability, man. Haliburton deserves way more credit because he's not the prototypical, I'm going to hold the ball, I'm going to make every single play have to happen. He's not that type of guy. He is advancing the ball consistently. There were a couple plays to close this game where off of their defense, Tyrese is throwing the ball up immediately, seeing Pascal on the cross match to score it easily to close out the game. Those are the winning plays and winning values that you want to see in a player of that ilk. And a lot of point guards will simply hold the ball and wait until they get into the half-court set to initiate offense. Tyrese is not thinking that. Tyrese is thinking, we got to get our advantages against this OKC defense when we can. So him actually picking up the pace and playing at a much faster rate led to so many beneficial things in this game. This was a phenomenal game. And I haven't even talked too much about OKC. I just think the Pacers look like the better team in this game. And again, I still believe OKC as a team is a better team, but look at the production. Chet had 20 points in this game. He was a big player for them in the first half. Did not make a three, but he had 20 points and 10 rebounds, 6 for 15 shooting. Jalen Williams, 26 points on 9 for 18 shooting. Shea, off game, 9 for 20, 24 points. Luguentz Dort hit some crazy, I can't believe you made that type of threes. 12 points, 4 for 5 from 3, 4 for 8 from the field. But the real disparity is in the bench. Aaron Wiggins, 0 points. Isaiah Joe, 6 points. Alex Caruso, 8 points. He was a minus 15, the lowest plus minus on the team tonight. Isaiah Hartenstein, 4 points, only 18 minutes played. Kenrich had 0. They just did not get great production from their bench, and Indiana did. And that really was the deciding factor in this game. Because again, not one player had 30 or, there was not a standout individual scoring game from any player on the Pacers. Obviously, 27 points out of Mathurin is huge, but no one had a 40 point, he just can't be stopped tonight. This was all in all a team win, which should give the Pacers a lot of hope, considering the fact that they have been one of the best home teams in the playoffs, and they now have their game 4 at home with their sliders turned up, and they can still play better. I still don't think we've gotten the Indiana Black Magic game where all the shots are falling. Every step back three is being cashed. We haven't gotten that game yet. So to me, this is very much in flux. This is very much a series. There's a lot of pressure on OKC to win, because going down 3-1 to the Pacers, it's a hard task. Could they maybe come back and maybe force a game 7? Yeah. And they would have home court advantage in 2 of the games. But you definitely do not want to give Indiana 2 home games to close your eye. You don't want that. So this is a very important game 4 for them. They're going to have to lock in on multiple different ways. But I've been having a blast. Whoever said that they weren't a fan of these teams and they didn't want to see the finals, you don't love basketball. If you're a basketball junkie like myself, this has been outstanding to watch. It's been great hoops. Phenomenal hoops. I'm going to have some more detailed breakdowns coming at a later time, but I really wanted to get this out. Shout out to Bennedict, Mathurin, and shout out to the Indiana Pacers for showing some fight and some heart winning game 3. Game 4 on Friday is going to be an absolute movie. But peace out, people. Y'all have a good one. We're doing limited edits on these. I just want to get these out as quick as possible. Great basketball. Enjoy your day. Like, comment, subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.